you how to put video inside of text on Adobe Premiere to create a cool title for your scary movie trailer. So here is one that I made for a fictional movie called Bloodbath. And you can see I just have two layers here. I have my text layer and then I have my video, which is dripping blood. You can use any video that you feel would be appropriate for this. And I'm going to walk you through the steps to create this now. I did another one here, Mama's Revenge, again with the blood. And then this one had a different blood video, The Visitor. So these are the ones that we did in class. So I'm going to find an empty spot on my timeline here and just walk you through this process. So first of all, we need the video that is going to go inside of our text, and I am going to use this dripping blood. Now this does have sound with it, so I'm going to load it up into my source monitor. And I also noticed that it kind of takes a minute for the blood to actually move down. So I'm going to mark my in point a little bit further in, and I'm going to drag it over to my timeline video only so that I don't have to deal with the sound associated. So I'm going to add that to my bottom layer of my timeline here. And I notice that it's not filling my screen. So real quick, I'm going to right click over top of it and I'm going to set to frame size. So now it is filling my screen. Next up, if my graphics panel is not open already, I'm going to go ahead and click graphics, and I'm just going to grab my basic title and I'm going to layer that onto video track 2 in my timeline right over top of the video. It gives me a warning about the font. I can just hit OK. Real quick, I'm going to trim up the video down here. It's longer than my text, so I'm just going to hit C on the keyboard so I can get my razor blade, make a quick cut by clicking, then I'm going to hit V to select the rest of that clip and just delete it from there by hitting delete on the keyboard. So right now I've got my your title here. It's very hard to see because it's on top of that white background, but that's okay. I want to keep it white, but I want to edit the text. So I'm going to select my title layer and I'm going to get my title tool here and we're going to name this Bloodbath again because that was super creepy. Now it's very small and it's in the center of the screen, so I'm going to go back and get my arrow and I'm going to increase the size. And I kind of like that font, but typically you want to try to find a thick, bold font. Impact works really well, but I'm going to leave it with this this font that I have here. I'm not going to add a shadow. I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm not going to change the color because, again, I'm going to fill the text with the blood. So next, in order to do that, I'm going to go down and select the video layer. And I'm going to open up my effects panel. Usually that's located in the bottom left near your project window. If you can't see it, you can just click the little double arrow and select effects. We're going to search for the track matte, so I'm just going to start typing track matte, and I want to find track matte key. This is the effect that I'm going to use, track matte key, and I'm just going to drag it over and drop it onto the video clip, not the title, but the video clip. Once I've done that, nothing happens because I have to tell it what to do. So in order to tell it what to do, I'm going to double click the clip in the timeline there. And then I'm going to open up my effect controls. And I only have to change one thing. So down here at the bottom, I see track matte key. That's the effect I added. I have to select the matte. Right now it's set to none. I'm just going to go ahead and set it to video 2. And whoa, Bloodbath. It has increased my scale. So I'm going to go back and undo this super quick. And I'm going to change my text back to its original size because I think that's where I messed up. And then now I'm going to go back and add my track matte key, double click, change my matte to video 2. There she is. All right. So now I've got Bloodbath. Now I can increase the scale. And as I play it through, boom, creepy dripping blood. Excellent.